the main cause of homelessness is a loss in their lives that they haven't, been able to deal with. Lunch is usually provided at Salvation Army, and that's where pretty much the homeless throughout the area that aren't in the shelter but out on the streets really rely on things like Salvation Army.
The Four Square Church, the Salvation Army, they help you out full-heartedly.
Well, the homeless that are staying here in the shelter, which right now is about 109 homeless individuals with about 20 children, are staying here at the Good Samaritan shelter. They, of course, sleep here at the shelter and receive a dinner and continental breakfast here on site. A lot of the homeless in our city can be found in park areas, in abandoned buildings. Some of them, are in the riverbed. Where homeless stay and where they sleep is their best kept secret. It's for them, it's really do or die for them. Their sleeping spot, to find a dry spot is so hard for them that there's a lot of moving. The minute it gets busted, they have to move somewhere else. So it's a secret that's really hard to get out of the homeless where they sleep. They kind of have their own little language. What they call certain areas of town and things like that. We're all they're going, what do you mean? What is that area? And oh, it's okay. That's North Broadway or that's South Broadway. So they really do keep it secret so that they can, maintain those sleeping spots.
I have 2 master's degrees, 2 bachelor's degrees. I worked as a forensic toxicologist for the Los Angeles County Coroner's Office. I worked in research and development for Avery International Research Center in Pasadena. I've been a special education teacher for a decade.
I was just released from prison on March 7th, 2013. I went to qualify for every benefit known to this county, and they said I made too much money.
I used to be in tile and marble, and I got bone cancer, and I was forced to be on the streets after 26 years of being in construction, and I'm living in a camper now, and I do my recycling to subsidize what I can do, you know what I mean? I'm $127,000 in debt.
Well, I've been living here for 25 years. I got my family around and everything. And we just live right here at the park, at the Mercy or the whatever it is in the morning. It's kind of cold in the morning and everything.
I am 26 years old. I am a divorced single mother. I live inside the homeless shelter. And, well, at 8 o'clock in the morning, they send us out of the shelter. And we were supposed to look for housing. I get CalWorks. It's $516 a month. That's barely enough to get an apartment for anything. And that's why I'm homeless.
Our Central Coast Rescue Mission, our main facility, and in this facility we have 12 residents of a life change recovery program. The mission of the mission is really refuge, recovery, and restoration. Across the street, you can't see it in the camera, but there's a 3-bedroom home where there's 6 other men in residence as well. Behind us here as well is a food pantry, okay, behind these garage doors, and every week we serve anywhere between 100 and 150 individuals, which equates to about 400 or 500 people.
Do is we pack up all the food and all the supplies, which you'll see us doing here shortly, into our van. Then we go down to the kitchen and we get the hot food. And then we go out on locations throughout the city to serve the food. This is the Rescue Mission Kitchen on Wheels. This is the toy that we're going to reach people in our community that can't get to our outreaches. You can see, we can do a lot of cooking on this thing. Like I said, we fed over 100 meals in 2.5 hours when we did roll this out. So you can see that it is popular.
The good people who come and feed us, you know, evening for dinner, they come bring food for us, and I'm real happy for that. And I'm sure there's a lot of other programs that I'm not aware of, but I'm sure they're out there. They've been helping a lot of people as well as me to help everybody, you know. And I'm really grateful for that, and I want everybody to know that keep it coming. You know, there's people out there who don't know how to say thank you, but I'm one of them, and I want to say thank you to whoever is out there listening, and I appreciate that very much.
Public health gives our homeless population medical attention. There is a Health Care for the Homeless Act that provides funding for public health to treat all homeless. We run a clinic here at the Good Samaritan Shelter as well, and there's a public health nurse and physician's assistants here almost 5 days a week, so they can receive health care here, and they don't need to be staying necessarily in the shelter in order to receive our health care. They can show up here and see a doctor on any given night. I think getting more permanent affordable housing in the area is going to be one of the basic needs in order to help these homeless transition. There just isn't affordable housing, and when it isn't there, no matter how much we try, we're not going to be able to get them out of homelessness and into something different and into self-sufficiency. So that, and really changing our society and our community's view of what homelessness is. Our homeless population is not, the crazy person standing in the middle of Broadway yelling and screaming, and we have a drug epidemic in Santa Maria as well, and a lot of those people might be those that are suffering more from that than actually suffering from homelessness. And our homeless population is really, it's battered women, it's our veterans, it's people that are really working hard on their sobriety, coming out of addiction, that know that they can't be where they used to be, therefore they're here. They don't have a safe place to go back to where they can be clean and sober. So this is that place for them. So I have people in the shelter that were teachers, preschool teachers, realtors, really high up in the corporate ladder, that just the sign of the times. It could be, I always tell them it could be any of us at any time. We're all just kind of one paycheck away from being in the shelter ourselves. There's, friends of my children from their school show up at the shelter and things like that. It's, people think it's only one part of town or one type of person that this can happen to, or, they drive by the guy holding a sign and tell him to get a job. It's really easy to think of that, but they can't get a job. I mean, that's our Vietnam veteran that, served our country, standing there on the corner with a sign asking for help. It's not so easy for them to just get a job.
I will prevail with God's power.
In this proud land we grew up strong. We were wanted all along.